Hey guys, it's me, Christina, and I have a book review of We Are the Ants by Shaun Hutchinson. And I love this book. It was so beautiful. It was written so beautifully, and it's like a mix of contemporary and science fiction, and it's really interesting. So it's about this boy named Henry, and he's been abducted by aliens before, and he's also getting over trying to mourn his boyfriend who died, and he committed suicide, and he's Henry's wondering why did he do it, is there a reason. And he also is fooling around with this guy who always calls him Space Boy, and it's he's not very happy. And he is abducted by aliens, and one time the aliens are the world is gonna end, so push this button if you want to save it. And he's contemplating why should he save the world if all this bad stuff keeps happening. His brother got his girlfriend pregnant. His dad left them. His boyfriend killed himself. All this stuff just happens, and then he meets this guy named Diego, and Diego has a past of his own, and he's keeping stuff from Henry, but they become friends. And he tells Diego all about the space stuff, even though he doesn't want to talk about it. But he tells him about the button, and Diego's the world is beautiful, and you should want the world not to be ended. And it's a really interesting coming of age story, and it kind of reminds me of Aristotle and Dante discovered the secrets of the universe, and that's one of my favorite books also. And this one was just so beautiful, and I love the writing, and you can connect to it even if you don't like science fiction. But it's not so heavily science fiction. It's just some parts. And he is one time attacked. Henry is attacked in the shower by the guy he was hooking up with, some other guys, and they beat him up, and he doesn't say who beat him up. And I'm what's wrong, Henry? Why aren't you saying it's this dickwad who's just I hated him. Marcus was just so mean. He would say he loves Henry, but then he would do stuff call him Space Boy, or insult him. And then there was all this stuff happen, and then he starts hanging out with, I can't remember her name, I think it was Audrey, and who was his boyfriend's best friend. They stopped hanging out because she left, and she ended up going to a mental hospital after he died. And it was all this stuff, and then it was just, I just love this book so much. It was really good, and I just think everyone should read it, and it was beautiful. And then on Thanksgiving, he ends up going to Diego's for a barbecue, and then they end up kissing, and it was so cute. And then he was abducted by aliens, and it's just I just love this book because it's part funny and just really sad at the same time. And then we find out like what happened with Diego. His dad used to beat him up, so Diego decided to beat him up, and then he was sent to juvie. and then he was sent back. He was sent to live with his sister, and he can't even he's on short hairs of going to jail, and um and him and Henry just they either make out or just fight sometimes, and it's really, I love them together because they're just so cute. And even though he has they both have their issues, and then um his brother's girlfriend on New Year's ends up having a miscarriage, and I am just sobbing because it's just so terrible. And then him and Diego, they're not talking anymore, and there's all this drama. And um then he goes to the winter carnival, and he sees this painting that Diego did, and it's supposed to be kind of a mirror image of what Henry sees as himself, and he runs away. And and then he runs into Marcus, and Marcus literally almost rapes Henry. And then he gets away, and Diego freaks out and ends up punching him. And um Henry has to go to the hospital, and he had to go back to Colorado, I think was, for a judge thing, and he wasn't, they didn't charge him because Marcus's family didn't want it known that his son almost raped someone. And it was just crazy. And then he comes back, and there, it's just it wasn't really left, it was left with words unsaid, but it was just really beautiful, and I loved it. And they just it was just so beautiful, and I loved this book, and I gave it 5 stars, and I think everyone should read it, and it was so good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Happy reading. Bye, guys.